Good afternoon, everybody, wherever you are. Welcome to the second of a series of video and webinars aiming at raising your knowledge on both artificial intelligence and machine learning, and to share what ASC27 and Symphonia Consulting do about the deployment of artificial intelligence. We are Halloween, and you are in for a treat. No tricks promised. The treat is that today we have with us Simone Fanecco. Is Director of Business Development at ASC27, and he's going to walk us through the details related to ASC27 offering, with the special emphasis on Vitruvian 1. Vitruvian 1, as we presented last webinar, is an Italian engineered AI model, LLM, that's reshaping our organization using, in fact, artificial intelligence securely, efficiently, and at scale. What we're going to do today is we're going to look at architecture, the features, the value proposition, and the differentiators of Vitruvian 1. So, Simone, good morning. It's morning where we are today. So, to get us started, can you help us set in the stage? Why was Vitruvian 1 created, and what kind of problems does it solve?
Hello, and thanks, Massimo, for having me. Vitruvian 1 was built for real-world mission-critical use cases. Unlike generalistic AI, it is designed to run also offline, and that is inside your infrastructure, ensuring GDPR and AI Act compliance. It is designed to handle complex reasoning while still efficient whenever you are on a notebook, workstation, or a server farm.
Excellent. So let's start with the technical foundation then. How is Vitruvian 1 architected?
Well, Vitruvian's architecture is modular and scalable. The same model runs on a laptop with 8 GB of RAM up to a data center cluster. It features a number of different salts, that is a reasoning model for deep logic and long context, and chat models for speed, and specialize into verticals like code, law, finance, medicine, telco, etc. Also, I have to point it out that Vitruvian runs efficiently on small boards, but is capable to scale up to serve thousands of users on enterprise servers.
Okay, so how does this Vitruvian 1 different from the typical LLMs that we all know, like ChatGPT, Llama, and you name it, there are a number of them?
Yeah, well, the well-known LLMs such as GPT requires huge GPUs and cloud dependency. Vitruvian 1 is compact. For instance, where Llama's 70 billions needs multiple NVIDIA H100 for one users, Vitruvian, we can serve multiple concurrent users on a smaller setup. If you do the math, you realize that Vitruvian is way more cost effective. Right. And unlike other models, Vitruvian is deployable offline, which is critical for data safety and security-sensitive sectors.
Okay, then what we could look into now with our audience is, again, understanding better, also considering that sovereignty is becoming mainstream again, whether companies prefer artificial intelligence on-premise, hybrid, cloud only. So that's something that we'd like to discuss with our audience, our potential clients, and so on and so forth. But let's look again at the Vitruvian. What makes Vitruvian really stand out? You mentioned about the fact that it can run on smaller setup, but what makes it stand out?
Yeah, that's a great question. As I say, Vitruvian has been conceived to work offline by design. So no data leaves your network. It complies with European regulation, including DPI, FRIA, DPO support. From a deployment perspective, Vitruvian is ultra efficient as it requires small memory footprint and a low GPU demand. It can be customized and fine-tuned with your documents and can be implemented in just 8 weeks. It also allows for multiple modular interaction. So wherever you need reasoning or chat, Vitruvian can cover that requirement in an efficient way. Vitruvian also features explainable AI. That's very increasingly required for clarity and auditability in whenever business decision.
Okay, so can you give us a specific example where Vitruvian stands up, kind of use case?
Sure. Consider, for instance, a real-life example of a legal firms handling patents. We trained Vitruvian One on their archive, enriched its legal vocabulary, and as we have demonstrated to our clients already, it draws new feelings and reviews documents with accuracy validated by lawyers. That's data protection, efficiency, and real life and real business value for us.
Excellent. Excellent. So, okay, so we talk about architecture, some of the features. You gave us a specific example. Tell us a bit more about where Vitruvian is deployed. Where does it really shine?
Yeah, that's another great question. Vitruvian One is not just a theoretical model. It's already been applied across different domains, such as public administration, legal, defense, and manufacturing.
Okay, that's really great. So let's, I mean, you listed a number of verticals as well as sectors in the market. Let's start with the public sector. How Vitruvian can really help, say, for instance, a municipality, a government office, I don't know, defense, and so on and so forth. Okay, well, let's imagine a local authority facing a new government directive that runs over 100 pages. The civil servants needs to understand its implication, adapt existing policies, and communicate the changes to citizens in clear, not theoretical languages. Right. That's the beauty of bureaucracy, right? That's it. For another kind of market that we don't apply directly. But yeah, with Vitruvian One, the process becomes very seamless. First, it ingests the directive, identifies the operative articles, and extract what matters for a specific municipality. Next, it generates two outputs: a theoretical summary, a technical summary for legal terms, and accessible version for citizen. And crucially, all this happens offline. So sensitive data never leaves the institution servers. Right. This saves weeks of manual work and avoid the risk of spreading confidential information to external cloud services. Okay, that's great. So it sounds very powerful. You mentioned about legal domain. Can you tell us a bit more about that? Yeah, I have already mentioned the patent law firm. A similar approach can be applied to other legal users, where a firm or an enterprise need to manage and achieve thousands of documentation and must draft new outputs under tight deadlines. Vitruvian One can be fine-tuned on their private knowledge base. So it learns the firm legal vocabulary, precedent cases, style, and drafting. It can automatically draft the required legal document, flag potential inconsistencies, and even suggest improvements, and lawyers remain in full control. Vitruvian doesn't replace them, but acts like a super assistant, dramatically reducing routine work. Okay. One of our clients reported that task that used to take days, like cross-checking new fillings against patents, now takes simply hours. That's really great. So we mentioned about government so far, legal. There's another very delicate sector, which is defense. Handling data in the space is always a sensitive matter. How does Vitruvian One fit with that? Yeah, defensive organization that is sovereign, example, and secure, explainable and secure. Vitruvian One can. It runs simulation and scenarios, analyze offline. For example, evaluating the likely of outcomes of strategic decisions. It processes large volumes of intelligence data quickly, while keeping the information entirely on premises, of course. And it supports planning by reasoning across complex multiple lawyer constraints. Right. Here, the differentiator is data protection. With Vitruvian One, sensitive defense data never leaves national infrastructure, which is essential for trust and compliance. That's absolutely, that's fundamental, again, working with defense. Okay, so we talk about now a little bit the public defense, legal. How about the corporate world? Well, enterprises face a dual challenge. They want the power of AI, but it can't always expose proprietary data to external models.
Vitruvian One solved this by being deployable in a company-owned ET environment. And for instance, a manufacturing company can use it to analyze maintenance logs, predict failures, and recommend optimization, all within its secure network.
Right.
So a financial institution can use Vitruvian One to synthesize regulatory updates, produce compliance reports, and even simulate risk scenarios.
Right.
A multinational enterprise can deploy Vitruvian One centrally on its servers, serving thousands of employees securely without recurring subscription cost.
Right. Now, you know that, I'm close to my heart is the telecom sector. I come from that sector for a long time. So talking about this multinational, again, how would Vitruvian One support the telecom service provider in general?
Yeah, the telecom industry, by its very technological nature, has been experimenting and even deploying AI and ML for years now. However, with the advancing of AI technology, a telecom service provider can benefit even more from deployment of Vitruvian in many areas, such as proactive network optimization and root causes analysis, where MTTR can be drastically cut more than 30%. It can automate customer support, where customer set can be effectively enhanced by securing client data remaining protected.
Right.
SLA and contracts management. In particular, this is a very complex and high-stakes legal and operational task. As such, you can train a specialized instance of Vitruvian on all your SLA documents, vendor contracts, and key performance indicator, KPI reports. The model can then automate KPI reporting, generate monthly SLA compliance reports by analyzing raw network performance data, identify and flag potential SLA breaches in real time, and automatically calculate the financial penalties or service credits owed. In the telecom space, the possibilities are so endless and outcome guaranteed.
Absolutely. I mean, that sounds, again, and knowing the telco pretty well, sounds extremely exciting. Again, lots of automation. And personally, I worked in designing and deploying artificial intelligence, machine learning, predictive analytics for root cause analysis and stuff like that. And I'm talking about many years ago, when Vitruvian One and other LLMs were not available. I wish I had them at that point in time, because from the sound of it, we could have, in fact, resolved many more kind of challenges. And again, specifically talking about the root cause analysis. But anyway, let's move on with our, the various marketing sector. What about the science, R&D, the academic?
Yeah. That's one of my favorite areas. Vitruvian One excel at structured reasoning, which is perfect for research. And for instance, in the field of biomedical research, Vitruvian focuses on parsing complex studies, generating structured summaries and proposing hypotheses. In the field of engineering, it reasons through system designs, detecting inconsistencies in schematics, or it can validate calculation. And in academia, Vitruvian assists researchers in synthesizing vast literature while keeping the analysis consistent and trackable.
Right.
For instance, because the model can handle long context, Vitruvian One can keep the thread on a highly technical discussion while losing coherence.
Excellent. So in short, Vitruvian One is not just another AI model. It adapts to the environment, whether it's a municipal office, a courtroom, a command center, a corporate HQ, research lab, and it does it more efficiently than our other LLMs. So is that the right interpretation?
Yeah, exactly. That's common thread is data protection. The data stays under your control. Efficiency, it runs on smaller, cheaper infrastructure, and customization. It adapts to your domain knowledge, and that's what makes Vitruvian One stands apart from generalistic cloud-only models.
Okay, and what about what does the future hold for Vitruvian?
Yeah, we are expanding into multilingual support. sector-specific verticals, and deeper collaboration with EU institution to set a new standard for sovereign AI.
Excellent, which is very timely, considering the need of the larger corporation, as well as any company, in fact, to go back to their own location for keeping the data safe and secure within their own space. Okay, so to sum it up, if I understand what you tell me correctly, Vitruvian One's unique value proposition is based on this principle. It's efficient, customizable artificial intelligence that combines what? Advanced reasoning power, low resource requirement, its compliance by design, is able to tailor a feature to the data of the client of our client, and this is all done by maximizing data protection and support sovereignty. And in fact, I think that from what I understand, it's not just lower cost of the platform, but it's really total cost of ownership that goes down, leveraging Vitruvian One. Is my understanding correct?
Absolutely, you are totally right, Massimo. That's a good summarization of it. Yeah.
Excellent. And what if someone wants to explore Vitruvian One in more detail?
Well, we offer demo deployment on notebooks, workstation, or servers, and you can see Vitruvian One action with your own data in a matter of a few weeks. Right. So we have indeed developed and deployed a number of cogent AI application Vitruvian, such as deep reporting.
Right. So again, I think having now spoken to a number of customers as well as potential ones, I understand better now, and so I hope our audience that in fact Vitruvian One, it really enables a number of capabilities and fulfill requirements for our customer in terms of automation, streamlining workflows, decreasing the number of days, if not months, required to do certain tasks that are repetitive, and so on and so forth. And it does it, as I said before, by lowering consistently and significantly the total cost of ownership in terms of the expenditure of a company. So thank you very much, Simone. It's been a great pleasure to have you here. Thanks very much for joining. So today, what we've done, we reviewed the Italian-made LLM Vitruvian One out of ASC27 company, and its features, its capabilities, its differentiators. And please stay tuned for the next chapter of our AI series, where we're going to explore specific use cases. So in the next chapter, we're going to look at details of specific use cases. Today we mentioned some of the industry that we deal with, in the hope that this will be relevant to our audience, to you and everyone, and what ASC27 and Sinfonia Consulting can do for you. Thank you very much.